All right, guys. Sorry I'm eating. Might not anybody ever show up. I don't know. I didn't announce this. I got back home from a car show in time to just decide, hey, I'm going to go live. I almost went live at the car show, but look how grainy that camera is. Sorry I'm eating. Somebody there? I don't know. We'll see. I know it's a Saturday night. It's going to be hard for a lot of people watching the Carolina Duke ball game. I would be, but got rid of satellite and cable. So we're just going to see here. I see two people. I don't know what that means.
That means two people are watching. Hi.
Very possible. This will be my first actual live stream. Just got back from Good Old Boys car show, and it was right decent turnout because it was sprinkling rain start off with. Thought they were going to cancel it. Goodness gracious, there's people coming in from everywhere. Bunch of camera hogs around here. I'm telling you that. Gfunk's here. All right. XFL. What's XFL? Tell me. Sometimes I get confused. Yeah, I was going to announce this, but I couldn't build a thumbnail in time from the time I got home. We went to that little car show, car meet. There was a fake GT350. Guy had me fooled from the back. I'm like, ooh, there's a GT350 over there. And I went around to the front, and it was not one, but he had the whole rear end done up right. And there was a Boss 302, 13. What are those? 12, 13 models. It's the orange called School Bus Yellow, and the girl corrected me many times. It's School Bus Yellow with pearl. Oh yeah, the Vince McMahon football league. Yeah, I should have known that. Anyway, man, your hood, Gfunk, that hood come out so good. Like I said, I've never sprayed. I've always watched my dad do it. I know I could do it. I'm sure it's exhilarating and fun, but I've just never been brave enough to really grab the gun because he's always right there. And he's like me. If I'm doing something, I want to be doing it. And that's how my dad is. If he's got hold of the gun, you might as well not ask for the gun. He's going to spray. So I let him do all the hard work. No, the bummer about yellow on my car, and I'm pretty much stuck with it. It's my name. It's what everybody known me for, and I'm never going to change that car because it's been that way since the 90s. I painted it yellow in '93, so it's never going to change. In yellow, you really can't show a good clear coat unless you go with a lot of pearl. And I'm looking for some gold. Hey, there's 4V Chuckles in here. All right,
That makes me
couple
chuckle.
of people. Man, there was a Terminator Cobra at the car show I just left, and I almost drove back and went live with my phone because we were at the Good Old Boys cruise in, and it was really, really cool. And man, I almost went back and went live. I told my wife, she's like, "You can go back on to." I'm like, "Oh, don't you tip me!" But it's right good little ways, and it's sprinkling rain on and off, and I didn't want to go out there, and my feet are wet because I washed the car right before I went, and got my feet all wet where my sprayer blew up on me. But anyway, 4-valve Chuckles. What all have you done to your car? I hadn't looked at your channel a lot. I know I try to, but I never really studied what all you've done. I'm gonna tell y'all what I just did. I just uploaded the video. I think it went live at 5:30. My smog pump delete. The car sounds so much better. I did not know that smog pump was making all that noise. I knew I had a vacuum leak, but man, that thing sounds and runs better. And I'm gonna be getting text alerts because Carolina's playing Duke, and I'm a Carolina. I live here, and this is the biggest game of the year. And Carolina's actually beating them, and Carolina sucks this year, which sucks. I'm about like Gearhead on that. I probably got 10 or so Carolina Tar Heel shirts. My mama just brought a new one over. Matter of fact, it's sitting right here beside me. And what is this one? This is when they won the championship in 2005. 2005 championship shirt. And I probably already got a different one. I got a bunch of those. Yeah, 4V Chuckles. I hear you, man. It's tough. YouTubing's hard. But I like making videos and I like entertaining people, so we're getting there. You a Wolverine guy? Michigan Wolverines? Yeah, my mother-in-law's from Michigan, and she is she's a Spartan, Michigan State fan. So I made her birdhouse and some stuff like that with my carpentry skills. Let's see what okay. All right, Duke big man just fouled out, so Are you booing the Tar Heels? It's all right. I can boo the Wolverines. No, I don't really hate anybody other than Duke. That's just how it is in North Carolina. You know, you're a Duke fan, a Carolina fan, or you could be a State fan. I like State's probably my second favorite. All right, stupid fast trucks in here. Hey man, I liked your comment a while ago on my smog pump thing. That video, I got a brand new video software. Um, Vegas Studio 17, 16 or 17. I don't even know. I had the box a while ago, but it's somewhere around here. But yeah, I it's a big learning curve because I was using Pinnacle Studio 20 and it kept right on crashing. It just kept getting worse and worse. I went on YouTube trying to figure out what was making it happen. Everybody says it was junk. So they say get Vegas. It's better if you're going to keep running Windows. And I'm hard headed. I don't want to go to Apple. I don't want to start over with all my learning curve. But I'm learning on this. I know some of my text got in the wrong spot after I uploaded. I'm like, oh well. Yep. Gfunk is a Sparty. Different mods. My mod makes 320 to the wheels. That's cool. Yeah, there was a convertible New Edge showed up right before we left the show a while ago, and there was a Terminator Cobra that's there just about every time. And there's a 19-year-old girl. Her dad works with Richard Petty off and on. She has got a daggone Boss 302. They've got Borla exhaust. Man, that thing sounds nasty. It is awesome. And it's that school bus yellow, which I always thought was orange. About it ain't the color of my walls, but thinking about painting the walls yellow. But G-Funk's booing the Spartans. But yeah, that car she's got the big wing, and you know it's cool. I mean, that car, I'm sure it would really help that car, but I like the factory look of those cars. They're just gorgeous. I would love to have a true yellow one, which they didn't make, but I would take a school bus yellow.
I just shared you on
Yeah,
Facebook.
stupid fast truck. I agree. The Vegas software is good. Yeah, throw that on Facebook. If you want to use my phone and go on Facebook, let anybody know. There's a couple people I told I might try this out just to see what happens. Yeah, I should be an Apple guy. I know it's way better when it comes to videos and music, but I'm hard headed. You know, that's me. I I won't even. I didn't even want to take smog pump off the car, but man, that thing sounds so much better now. And I was surprised at how much back pressure that smog pump had on it. And I was like, dang, that's a lot of back pressure. And we cranked it up today. And even my wife, she sat down there and she said, this thing sounds better. I'm like, yeah, it sounds way better. Taxi cab yellow, yeah. My car is it's canary yellow, but it's not the vivid canary yellow that the 93 feature cars came in. And I was upset with Ford, which I mean, yellow was not on the palette from 84 to 80, 87. They brought back the Mimosa, which is really light yellow. And I had a chance to get one of those convertible Mimosa yellow that was all stock. And now I wish I had it, of course, looking back at how things have done. See you later, 4V Chuckles. It's all good, man. I know on Saturday night it's hard to get anybody in, but yeah. Stupid fast truck said he used it. Yeah. G-Funk says use what you got. But yeah, that smog pump was a brilliant idea. That was easy. I kept putting it off because I thought it was gonna be a hard job. And it was actually easy. So I was happy about that. Taxi cab yellow's got too much orange in it for me. Like I say, it was canary yellow's the color I used, and it was off of the Splash, the Ford Ranger. Remember those with the step side, the little Splash Edition Ford Rangers? That's where we got it from. Ah, I'm freaking out. I heard myself on there. Stop that. Anyway, it's never a dull moment in my house. I'm telling you guys, it's always fun. I can't handle that. It's really fast how quick it's repeating. Usually there's like a 12-second delay, and right now there's only about a 2-second delay. My wife's used to it because she was a DJ at the radio station for about 8 years. So they had, to play back in case somebody got on there and was cussing on the air or tried to. She could hold a button. It'd give her enough delay she could hit that button, and it would block that out. All right, G-Funk showing me yellow palette colors. Yeah, I saw a Chevelle. If you go back and look at the Chevelle show, that I went with 66 Chevelle guy, there was a yellow 72 custom street rod Chevelle there, and he had pearl in that thing, and the paint looked 3 inches deep. That is my goal. And there's a girl in the Yellow Mustang Club when we met at Pigeon Forge. She has a Terminator Cobra with she did black racing stripes, and it automatically came screaming yellow. Screaming yellow is the pretty color. I think I like that the best of all of them. Screaming yellow and vivid canary yellow. But she had a racing stripe done in black over that screaming yellow, and then they clear coated, put gold pearl in the clear coat, and then she said there was another layer too of clear on top of that. Painted it out in their driveway, and then about like Gfunk, it was. She said it had a lot of orange peel in it, and they ended up just wet sanding it and cutting it and buffing, and it came out great. Her car, that's the color yellow I like too. It changed her black stripes to a bronze, like a black with the gold metal plate. It changed them to a brown, and I would have not painted my black stripes, but to each their own. They did it. It was easy not to tape them back up after they had them on there, but it was really cool. And it's like got a people. If you don't know how to, I guess 7 people watching. That's cool. Y'all got any questions for me? The electric fan, I was going to title it while I was trying to figure out what I was going to title it. I'm like, the small things that I've done to make the car big and better. And my electric fan has been a really good thing. I've actually got it. The car's running too cool now. We couldn't even get warm in the car while ago because it's actually cooled down here today. It got down into 40s, RS3 for me is in the house. RS3, yeah. All right, welcome. Appreciate you stopping in. We're just babbling. I'm just playing on YouTube Live just because I wanted to. Just got back from a show. There was every kind of car you could think of there. That's the cool thing about that club that hosts that show. They usually bring in 100, 200 people, and they're a big club. They're 200 people club. A lot of Marines from the Camp Lejeune Marine Corps base, which is where I work. So I meet them out there and talk with them about cars all the time. And yeah, let me get a shot right here. Yellow Fox Body guy. This is the hoodie my wife got me for Christmas. I like it. It is warm. Screaming yellow. There is a there is a screaming yellow. Ford did it in the Terminator Cobra was in 04. The 03 was zinc yellow. The 04 screaming yellow Termies were screaming yellow is the actual name of that color. And you go to Yellow Fox Body or Yellow Mustang Registry, they've got all the yellow colors ever existed. So that was cool. Yeah, Scream Man, he's here. Camaro Man might even stop in. I don't know. I've got the doors locked trying to keep him out, but you never know with that guy. Oh, wow. He went to the Chicago Auto Show today. GT500 and the Vet, yeah. Did y'all see Randy Popes, the guy who drives a lot for Motor Trend? He drove, I think they were at Laguna. I don't remember if they were at Laguna or if they were at the streets of Willow. I forget where they were at, but he drove the GT500 and the Vet, and he beat the Vet. I mean, same driver. This guy's a pro driver. This guy's good. He's really good. He's won Daytona 500s. He actually drove both, and the GT500, the stock GT500, outrun the stock Corvette. And then when they went with the car, they had 2 cars there. He had the carbon fiber GT500. That thing smoked it by 4 seconds on the same track. And this Corvette, I would have thought it done better than that. But, I mean, I'm sure Corvette's working on it. And I know they'll probably come out with a Z06 or a ZR1 edition or whatever. And I don't hate on Chevy. My dad worked at a Chevrolet place for 20 plus years. So, I mean, I grew up with Camaros and Corvettes and Monte Carlo SS. That was my dream car, was a SS or a Grand National or probably a Camaro. And then he bought that Mustang right before I turned 16 and got me hooked on Mustangs. And that's how I did. And Sting Giant there. I mean, oh, wow. Sting Giant was at it too. But yeah, I was impressed that GT500 is that good, that a rear drive car with that much horsepower could put that much power down on the actual track and outrun that Vet. It surprised me. It really did for a mid-engine car. I mean, that Vet is sweet. That's going to be a hard thing to handle. But yeah, that surprised me a lot. That GT500 is just well built, which they built. The GT350 was the road car. Oh my, Ted Park's in here. It's a guy I work with. He says that team didn't kill himself. That man, we've had those running jokes. Where I work, it's a nonstop comedy show, and that's where I get a lot of my ideas. I got to give credit to Ted. I don't remember what idea he ever gave me for some of the stuff we do, but we've got a guy who had a 3rd generation Camaro, and he's the one who helped develop and help me find Camaro Man. A lot of people think we're same person. I can't say that. I just can't. I can't go there. The new editing software has green screen, so me and him might end up on at the same time, same video. You never know. You know that guy. He shows up when he wants to. I mean, he rode a bicycle into my last video. Come on, where's this guy from? Where does he hang out? I had a guy at work. He says,
In a
"Man,
van
I've
down
been
by the
watching this
river.
Camaro Man stuff." He said he just shows up at your house all the time. And I actually had somebody ask me who was he. And I thought that was funny. They didn't know who he was. I'm like, well, you just pay attention. You'll figure him out. Saw Ratty up there and Ratty's Ride. Yeah, Ratty, he's got a good channel. I watch his stuff a lot. Ted Park says Camaro Man is not me. Yeah, it almost was. Had my dad have not bought that '68 Mustang when I was 15 years old, I'm telling you, I know I probably wouldn't have a Camaro. I'd probably done a destroyed one. Gfunk. Oh no, don't say it, Gfunk. Take it back. Take it down. That thing's they can see this. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I got my carpet. Carpet came in. I don't know. There's a Cars and Coffee in Jacksonville, which is 30 minutes from here. So I plan on going to Cars and Coffee next Saturday morning. So I don't think I'm gonna do carpet this week. I'm probably just gonna upload the video, the footage I got tonight while I was walking around talking with everybody there and peace, love, and chicken grease. All right, we'll see you tomorrow, Ted. But yeah, is the carpet yellow? No, no.
Ooh,
I know when to stop.
ooh,
Um,
that would be bad.
yeah, yeah, dude. I don't know. Hey, Garrett, get my phone for me. I want to show y'all guys this. If you know anybody looking, and I tried to talk. I always pick on Speed Addict. I met him up at Mustang Week whenever everything had to take off to Charlotte, and Speed Addict. He was like, I said, man, you need a Fox body. And every time I see him or talk to him live, whatever, on his chats, I'm always, you need a Fox body. And he said, I want a Terminator Screaming Yellow '04, and I have found one. And he said, no, you get it. I don't like convertibles, and I don't want another convertible, honestly. I mean, that's you can get good deals. They're around here, $1,500. You can get one with a 6-cylinder or 4-cylinder that runs, and it'd be a good starting point because I want to get my son something like what I've got, maybe. But I don't want a convertible. It's just that's just more work. That top is a lot of work, especially if you don't have somewhere to park it inside. It's a lot of work keeping that thing. Uh-oh. He's spreading the word that I'm live on YouTube to other people. Appreciate it, Ted, if you're still watching. Anyway, yeah, appreciate you stopping by RS3 for me. The carpet is the factory gray. And what's funny with the car, it's not a factory color. So I did what I could do to stand out in 93. I got to turn that down.
Here.
Yeah. Get that volume down. But I did what I could to stand out because there were Fox bodies everywhere in 1993. I mean, everywhere. They're like the new cars are now, the S550s and the S197. They're everywhere. So I painted it yellow, and I didn't want to go. Back then, we had a lot of the shows I went to had stock, they had mild, and they had wild classes. And if I had done wild, it would have been like ground effects, a bigger gawky fin, complete interior redo. So I said, no, I want to keep this car decently stock, but not quite stock. So I did the spoiler. Like I said, that's the only add-on the outside is the saline spoiler. Saline, excuse me. I'm from the South. I say saline. But the spoiler, the rims, on the outside, that's it. The other than paint. So it always kicked me up into the mild category. It seemed like that class, either people left their cars alone or they completely went berserk in the '90s. Everybody was doing purples and pinks and all this. So that's why I left it where it was. But the carpet is the factory gray carpet to come in it. I could have went with any color gray I wanted to, but for some reason no, I need to keep it stock. Well, it's not a stock car. But I'm just weird. I'm old school. I got the lights under it. I'm fixing to buy some more because those there were old Chinese cheap ones. And I did that just because I was the first guy with neons in my little town of 1,000 people back in the day. I mean, I had one of the coolest cars there, and now everybody freaks out when they see it roll back through town. I don't live in that town anymore, but I'm only 15 miles away. And when I go over there, they're like, "Holy cow, you've still got this car?" And I'm like, 27 years later, who knew? Oh Lord, Van Heusen, yeah, Van Heusen was a Camaro. He's a Camaro man. Thanks for stopping in, dude. Camaro Man might show up. I don't know. Around 8:30, he said he might be coming by. We'll see. I don't know. He might show up sooner than that. If I missed anybody's comments, if so, re-hit it and I'll reread it. But yeah. Yeah, we're just talking about cars. I just left Good Old Boys Car Show, Van Heusen, and fingers crossed that Camaro Man shows up. Yeah, he likes him. Yeah, Van Heusen had a what year was your Camaro? It was he had a Gen 3 Camaro, and that's where we get a lot of topics to talk about with Camaro Man. So I learned so much about those. I used to race a guy, me and my buddy used to work with back when I was drag racing the car, and it was all bone stock. It was running a 971 is what my car would turn. And a lot of people say they can't get out of the 980s with their car. So I mean, my car, you know, sometimes you buy a lemon, sometimes you buy a good stout motor. My motor was stock. The car had 120,000 miles on it when I bought it, and we shaved the heads because I couldn't outrun that Camaro. He had the 350. I could outrun all the 305s. Could not outrun the 350. He was running 958s, something like that was about his average. My average was a 971. Every now and then I'd cut a 96, and this is all 8th mile, of course. And I told Dad when it was time to rebuild it, the rear seal started leaking so bad on those. You know, 302s are famous for that. I said, you know, time to rebuild. Let's do it. Let's shave the heads, if nothing else. And we got that done. Got them bettered into E7 heads. It's supposed to be about 30 horsepower head. You know, they're the factory head. Everything in my block is bone stock, even the pistons. We didn't. No, we did. We changed the pistons. Yeah, we changed them, but they were basically flat tops like they were. And but me and that guy were always racing. And if I could cut the light good, I could outrun the IROC 350. But I never could get him every time until we shaved the heads. We beat the cats out of, you know, the cats are under there, but there's nothing in them. So the exhaust, we put the 3-chamber Flowmasters. I think they're called Flowmaster 44s. I really like the sound of those. I got to keep them. I'm not going to get any louder. But you know, it's a free flow exhaust. The Flowmasters are the only thing in the way, and there's nothing in the cats. They're just there for looks, just so I can pass inspection. And now nobody cares. Oh wow, Jeffrey Epstein has logged in, and he said hello. I knew they hit him. I knew he weren't dead. You know that Jeffrey Epstein is not dead. Because notice we never saw his body. We never had an open funeral or nothing. I, I don't know who that is. I think I do. Oh man. Scream Man. I'll tell you, there's camera hogs. Everybody out here is a camera hog. Anyway, who else is in here? Any questions? What are you stupid fast truck? What's the deal on the Corvette, man? That 60s model Corvette. You still in here? He might be gone. Get camera hogs. Jeffrey Epstein's not dead. He's in here. I figured so. You're gonna have the FBI looking at me. What year model is that Corvette SFT? Haven't done much. Yeah, I love those models. Hey, 65, cool. We went when I went to the Chevelle show, and I'm going back this year. We went to Rick Hendricks's museum, and if you know Rick Hendricks, he collects what, a 67, but he's got every color combo of hardtop, convertible, interior, exterior combo. It's like 100 plus. Jeffrey Epstein, he's a radiator for 73 Volkswagen Bug. Yeah, they didn't make them. You funny. Anyway, but yeah, we went in Rick Hendricks's museum. You know, he's a billionaire, and he had 140 some odd Corvette. I mean, these cars are in mint condition, and that's all 1 year model. Then he had VIN number 119, the ZR1. He's got that one. He had the VIN number 1 ZL1, VIN number 1 Z28. You know, he's got the money. He just bought the VIN number 1 mid-engine Corvette. But man, those Corvettes, I love those old Corvettes. They're just so gorgeous. The front end on those cars with that sharp front. Those 60s models, man, they did those cars right. They're just gorgeous. Somebody's got the tape of his jail cell. Jeffrey Epstein.
Your mama said the game's in overtime.
Oh, great. Sounds like Carolina and Duke went into overtime. Yeah, if they're going to overtime, they'll probably lose. Yeah, the number 1 prototype Corvette. Yeah, man, it was insane, and they wouldn't let us film. We were trying to sneak the camera. I've got 13 or 14 pictures of the backside of this finger because I'd walk around my camera when the girls that were giving us the tour weren't looking, and I was I was snapping pictures with the camera through, and it took a picture of my ring, the backside of the ring, like 17 times. My buddy Chevelle guy, he did get some pictures, and but But Rick Hendricks has got the number one, VIN number one 19 Ford GT. He only had 4 Fords in the whole place. One was a Boyd Covington custom build. He had a 34 Ford with a Chevy 455 or something in it. He had, what was the other one? I think he had an actual 32 or 34 Ford that had a Ford motor. No, he had his wife's Mustang that he met her. He was pumping gas when he met her. He bought that car. He found it and they redid it, or the chassis. It was in there. But the GT, the Ford GT 2019, he's got VIN number one of that because he tried to get Ford. You got to get on the list for Ford to sell you one, and they wouldn't sell him one because his Chevrolet guy. He says, all right, fair enough. So he found out they were having the auction for VIN number one of the Ford GT, and he bought it. That car is, oh my God, it's the Heritage Edition is what he bought. That car is insane. Oh man. But yeah, here's the only good picture. It's going to be too bright. Yeah. That's a Porsche 918, but that's Rick Hendricks is inside his. Yeah, there we go. Check that out. Look at the stuff. See the old Corvette? The Porsche right there, GT3, was the very Porsche that set the Nürburgring record for naturally or turbo, whatever, one of the records. But yeah, that museum was insane. I've been to a lot of museums. I've been to a lot of car shows, but I have never, ever seen that collection of cars like that. It was, and I mean, because every one of them was in mint condition. It was insane. And that Ford GT, though, I knew the girl that was touring us, she'd say, who knows about this and this. I didn't know a whole lot of the Chevy stuff because I don't know a lot on the old. I can pretty much identify any car within a couple of years, but she asked about the. She said, does anybody know what this Ford is? I said it's the Ford GT Heritage Edition. This has been number one. I said I saw him buy it on the Barrett Jackson. She said that's right. And she saw I was wearing a Mustang shirt at the Chevelle show, and I wore a Mustang shirt all weekend, either my yellow Fox Body Guy shirts or one of my other Mustang shirts. And I told the dude, I said, I'll go with you and I'll be your pit crew and we'll unhook him because he's got a nice trailer, 66 Chevelle. And so we, I'm his pit crew and we take that thing around. It's a full rotisserie build. If you haven't checked out 66 Chevelle guy, he should have a YouTube channel. And he might have some footage of that. He don't do a lot of YouTubing like I do. I do a once per week deal, and twice during the busy car show months, Oktoberfest stuff like that. I'm usually twice or every other day. But yeah, it was insane. That show, that museum. We didn't even go into the racing museum because I was walking around in there slobbering. But I knew every question about all the other cars except the Chevy stuff. She said, "You are not a Chevy man." I said, "Well, I don't hate them, but I do know my Fords." And she was talking about the Demon. She says, who knows how much it costs to buy the racing package for the Demon? A racing man. She said, of course, the non-Chevy guy does. How much? I said, $1. That gets you the racing wheels, the wrenches, the little tool kit. And she's like, yeah. And he's got VIN number one Dodge Demon. What are you going to do with people with money like that? Yep. Jeffrey Epstein has been. I think I know who Jeffrey Epstein is.
Clever. Somebody's clever.
Yeah. Yeah. No Tail Cat Gaming. Huh? That's my daughter. She has if you got kids and they like to watch people play video games, she watches people play video games. I watch people work on cars now. I'm not that great at video games. I'm decent. I like Call of Duty, and I want to find I know Forza through the Xbox has Fox bodies you can build and buy in there. And I think Need for Speed Heat has one, and I've got PlayStation stuff, so that's what I'm in. So I'm gonna get that game so I can race a Fox body. And I've been looking for Hot Wheels Fox bodies. You know how hard they are to find? You Fox body people snatching them up like crazy. Ain't really got who we got? Stupid Fast Truck and Jeffrey Epstein and my daughter's in here. That's about it. Jeffrey Epstein's he sure is talkative to be supposed to be dead.
Stupid Fast Truck. That's that cool guy, right?
Yeah, that's the guy with the stupid fast truck. That truck is fast. That thing is sweet. And he's got the Corvette too. That's nice.
He's good.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I am not who you think I am. Anyway, Trolls. I heard the Trolls come out on Saturday night. That's what I was watching. I was in one of Speed Addict's videos, one live chat. He said, "Man, the Trolls come out on Saturday night." I reckon he's right. We're going to start. I might start doing some Saturday Night Live stuff. Hey, I hit 200 subs tonight. Woo! That's cool. I was talking with some people, and what's funny I was at the Good Old Boys. You know, I work where a lot of these guys are at, all these Marines, and a lot of them like, hey man, there's the guy, and even kids said, there's the guy with the YouTube channel. And I thought it was pretty cool. I was walking around with my little camcorder, doing my super cool stuff. Hey, 66 Chevelle guys in here.
Yay!
Yeah, you can print out, need to get a video, a newer video of that thing. I've got one upload of his car. I think it's a nostalgia video is what I called it. And when a car becomes more than a
Hello,
car.
Kenneth.
Yeah. And those first 100 are hard, especially when you're not networking. And I started I think last April is when I said, okay, I'm gonna do this once a week, see what happens. And if I'd have known, I would have loved to have went through when I pulled that car out from the shed, because it sit for those 15 years from '03 to 18 and did not crank. I would love to have chronicled everything I did to that car, because first I went and got a battery. Or no, first thing I did was turned over the crank. And I wish I had got the footage of all the stuff I did. I didn't know YouTube had channels like that. I didn't know Foxcast was probably the first one I found, just because, I mean, he's a juggernaut. The guy's got good footage. It reminds me of the shop I grew up in. My dad would come home from working 8 hours a day at the Chevrolet dealership. He'd wash, eat supper, and then take off again and go build a muscle car, usually a Nova or a Chevelle or something like that. And if I'd have known these other YouTubers, that was how it would make you great on YouTube or make you big, where, because all I really want, I'd love to get to 1,000. If I don't, I don't. If I do, I do. But I'd love to just, if I can make $100 a month, that's $100 a month I'm gonna throw in the car. I'm gonna be like brutal. The money I make off the channel will go to the car if I get there. And if I don't, I have fun making videos. I love doing the two-person stuff, like I just Camaro Man, that type of stuff is fun. But yeah, the 200 subs, it's been great. But yeah, if I squirrel brain, I'm telling you, I go all over the place. But about the car, to turn the crank over, I had to cut the belt off. The belt was on the car for 15 years. Had to cut it off because you couldn't. It was stuck to every pulley, and then I had to go in there with wire brush, clean all the pulleys. Then I put the battery on it. It turned over. Well, I made sure it turned over at the crank, and I was like, okay, it's gonna turn over. That's good. So I went and got a battery, started turning over, wouldn't fire. I went through that. I said, okay, I pulled all the injectors, learned how to clean them, did that cool stuff myself, cleaning all the injectors, putting everything back together. I painted everything while I had it all apart. Took the squirrel, Epstein's ass. And no tail cats is, yeah. But the getting it running it aggravated me, because I don't know anything about fuel injection really, and it's not that hard because mine's the first year of it, so it's pretty much the most simple fuel injected car that you can own as far as Mustangs go. And I couldn't figure it out. I mean, I'd spray ether in it, it run good. I said, okay, so it's not getting fuel. So that's why I went through the fuel injection system. I had to get a new pump, new gas tank, all that. You can go back and watch my video where the car sit for 15 years, one of my first videos. And it goes over everything I had to do. So many little gremlins and things just did not work. But cutting that, and the oil filter, I had to drive. I drove a screwdriver through it, right, to unscrew it. It was still like that rubber ring, your gasket to the oil filter on the FL1A was stuck to the motor. So I drove a screwdriver through, went and turned it. It peeled the whole oil filter apart. When I got done, I think the oil filter was in 6 pieces, and actually had to get a sawzall up in there and cut metal down and be real careful and cut that filter off until I could get it down to the little the little ringlet holes where the oil returns goes through your filter. I actually got a screwdriver, went in, and finally got that thing to break loose and turn over. It was insane how much Jeffrey Epstein wants me to run the car today. But yeah, it was insane the amount of work it took to get the filter off. And then I could never figure out why it was only hitting, and it would hit sporadically on different cylinders. It weren't just one place or the other. Hey, Demon Fox is in the house. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody supporting me. I'm supporting you guys much I can. I try and drop your name anytime I'm at Mustang events, especially. Yeah, I was out there. I had 195 going into the show tonight, and I was walking around talking, and some people said, "Yeah, we've been watching stuff." I said, "Make sure you subscribe. That way you can see the updated stuff." And they like the comedy in it. But yeah, back to the car, squirrel. The car would not run right. It was like 4 cylinders, hit and miss, and it weren't never the same 4. So I said, okay, it's something computer wise. I thought it was going to be the computer, and I didn't want to buy one. So I just decided I'm going to spend the money. And the only thing I didn't do myself was I took it to the guy and I said, figure out why this car's not running. And he said, well, it could be stuck at wide open throttle on your TFI, this, that, or the other. He called me like an hour into it. He says, I figured it out, man. It was your map sensor. And mine doesn't have map. Mine's speed density. So the sensors that build into the air intake, it's on the firewall and a little map sensor. So that's all it took. That, I paid him his mechanic fee I told him to go through it, make sure everything looked cool. And once we cranked it up, it had a high idle and a lifter was stuck. So we idled it down, got it on the trailer, brung it home, and I did a big burnout in the yard because I hadn't done one in 18 years. So I did a big burnout on the wet road, so it was easy. And wow, I'm talking to myself. That's great. Jeff Epstein going to get a prescription. But yeah, after that, the lifter quit tapping during that burnout, and because I thought I was going to have to go through top end of the motor, I didn't know. But the thing doesn't even use oil. Seemed like it used oil before I parked it. I don't know if all the stuff swelled from sitting still, but Fox Body Guy versus Chevelle Guy 79 Z28. I outrun you before. 6'6" Chevelle Guy. You remember over by my mama's house from the bridge to the woods is a quarter mile, and you put, I don't know what you'll do with a carburetor, but I know he's got a set. Yeah, his 79 Z28 is all stock, y'all. That car is a rare number car, T-top car, original T-top, black on gold, kind of like the Bandit edition, but it's the Camaro version. And I outrun you. I remember when my car was still black. I had just got the car, and but your fuel injection weren't set up right. He had put that EFI system on it, and it weren't. He was trying to tune it. And I kept right on racing him. So we know who'll win there. Anyway, and now that my spog pump's off, I just gained probably didn't gain 3 horsepower, but I have minus 3 horsepower being choked out by that stupid pulley that wouldn't turn over. Yeah. If you didn't race, you were a disgrace.
Oh. Hey,
wow.
Where's Camaro Man? Is he coming?
Is Camaro Man coming? I don't know.
I got a commercial ready.
She's got a commercial. What have you got?
Your
got some of my really cool Hot Wheels?
Yeah. While you answer the door when
hey. Yeah, I had an 89 GTI that I got for 150 ran like that, hooked up a ground wire, ran perfect. Oh man, that's awesome, Gfunk. That is awesome. We missed out on a good deal, and I was being a tightwad, and I shouldn't have been. There was a red 89 LX with the bullet hole wheels, the 10 holes, and it was a 4-cylinder, 2.3 with a T5 in it. The junky T5, the cheap one for the 4-cylinders. But we got that guy down to $800, and for some reason I didn't buy it. And he said the module was bad. We don't know which module. Should have bought that car. And I might try and find it. Ain't been on Marketplace lately, so I don't think he's there. But they're around. Yeah, you can find cars for $800,000 that's got little flaws that ends up being a wire, something like that. Mine was only a $200. Well, it was a $60. The map sensor was $65, I think is what it cost. That was the only thing wrong with my car that I had to, as far as making it run, other than the fuel pump didn't work and the gas tank had rusted out. But as far as mechanical under the hood, that's the only thing that did not work. I was surprised. The windshield wipers weren't working. All the electronic junk was just done. And it didn't have rats. I didn't have no rats in it, thank goodness. I had a cat. Cat actually dragged a rabbit in the car while it was sitting back there. And I had blood all. That's why I got a big old blood stain in the back of the car from a rabbit. But yeah. Who else is in here? 9 people watching, 2 people, 3 people commenting. Yeah, 89 GTI for $150. That's great, man. That's the way to do it. We're screaming Camaro guy. Yeah, Scream Man has done it, popped his head in a couple times.
He's coming back.
I don't know. I'll have to see what time is it. It's 8:40.
You said it.
Now, if Camaro Man shows up, yeah, he's supposed to be in here at 8:30. But if he shows up, look, if Camaro Man shows up, he might get rude on y'all. I don't know. He's a Chevy guy. Y'all see that lowrider bike he's riding? That last video. If you haven't watched that last video, he comes up on a lowrider bike. I've had that bicycle since 1997, something like that.
Since 1902.
Yeah. It's a 64 Schwinn replica. I had a 64 Schwinn female one that I hooked up as a lowrider because back then I was after every trophy I could get. So I built a lot of nice model cars. I'd always have model cars at the show. I'd have my Mustang at the show. I had a lowrider truck with hydraulics, a Nissan hardbody with a walk-through snug top cab. Had 615s, all kinds of speakers. I mean, man, I was into I just wanted the trophies, and I went to one show one time, won 5 trophies. What you showing me? Yeah, I won lowrider car. I got like second place bicycle, best for my Mustang because I had just painted it. We just redone the engine, so everything on the car was immaculate. There was no dead rabbit blood in the back seat, so I mean, it was really cool. And it was just that was good times. And so I had a lowrider truck, lowrider car, bike models. I had trucks, cars, you name it. I could do models. I had hydraulics on my model cars. Even learned how to do that with little motors and fishing line. I used to make those things jump. I was after trophies bad. I even won a trophy for stupid people tricks. If y'all can believe that. Me and another guy did the Beavis and Butthead dance in front of about 800 head on stage. And I was non-alcoholic at that time too. What are you going to show with those?
I was going to do a commercial whenever.
A commercial?
Whenever Camaro Man arrives.
Rick Hendricks has this car, VIN number 1. See that? 2019 Ford GT Heritage Edition. 66 Chevelle guy found this for me and said, until your YouTube channel can pay for one, here's one to hold you off. So I've got this one. I'm trying to find him a red 92. I mean, he's a GM guy. He does not have a Ford in his yard, but I'm gonna find him a red 92 LX, the feature car with the white top, white rims. That's what we're gonna find. A bucket of speed. They're talking about that car. Hey, I think somebody's knocking at the door. Let me see who's knocking at the door.
Ah, very good.
Here.
Nice.
So yeah, you
Okay.
show them that, and I'll see who that is.
Hello. We're glad you're here. Here's some stuff, some toys of Willie's.
I got a bunch of yellow.
Okay.
All my
so
yellow
there's-
Hot Wheels cars. I always collect any yellow Mustangs.
They're gonna want to hear Camaro Man when you open the door.
And they do make a Fox body. Matchbox makes a Fox body.
There you go. Don't be jealous of my nails, guys. I'm just kidding. They're like yours, probably. Except no dirt. Oh, thank you, Jeffrey Epstein, or whoever you are.
I probably work with him.
All right. I can almost see him, Camaro Man. Sorry, I didn't have a big commercial prepared. That would have been fun.
What kind of junk going on in here? What we got? Oh, we going live. That corner says it's live time. All right. A swing Stingray. Yeah, that's what I was that's what I rode up here to Mustang Boy's shop the other night. It was with the swing, and mine's a swing replica, but you know, it's like it. Mustang Boy wanted me to show y'all this. He said he's hooked on yellow Mustang. There's a old new age junk. More junk. Look, yellow Mustang. He collected all these yellow Mustangs and junk. No, that's like, what is that? 69 Mustang. They weren't too bad. Yeah. Who we got in here anyway? Stupid fast truck. You need to get rid of that Ford truck and get that Corvette on the road. And we were going to fix this here. My mustache likes to fall down. It's a birth deformity. I got one. You got one red Mustang. I don't know about that. You got several junk. You got junk. Where you a Camaro Hot Wheels at? Oh. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm working on trying to get it. I might braid it like a
Like a what?
I don't know, like a pirate. I reckon the pirates they do that. I own Jen Camaro on my private island. Yeah, yeah, rich man with a Camaro. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Who else in here? What is all this stuff? There's a six thumbs up. You don't even know 6 people like Mustang. 10 people watching this old helmet. Who in the world is this old helmet? I don't even know what. Hey, this old helmet. Thanks for stopping in. This Camaro Man filling in for Mustang Boy. I think he got a bowel disorder or something. He's always in the bathroom. Boat ride racing up in here. Yeah. Camaro Man here, taking over the Yellow Fox Body Guys website. You had to go to the bathroom, so I'm filling in.
I drive Camaros in my video game.
Oh yeah. This girl, yellow Mustang boy, his girl, she drives a yellow Camaro in the video game. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. My Mustang's a faster Camaro. Go hang yourself again or something. I don't know. Do I like yellow Camaros? They are the slowest ones. Man, you better watch what you talking on here. I'll go to where you Gfunk. Who is a Gfunk anyway? Look, how you get that name anyway? Gfunk. Oh, is that an F? That's a Gfunk. Okay, he's Gfunk. You rating his car smells? Is that what you Gfunk? What is that? Anyway, you know how to stop a Camaro. You hit the brake pedal. Good grief. We playing Jeopardy again. Mustang boy. You want to play Jeopardy again? I've been studying. No tail cat, Gfunk. Yeah. Yeah, I like the yellow Camaros. I like any color Camaro. My favorite, that black one with the flames on the front. There's a 86 or 7 down the road from here. I like that. Wait a minute. You picking on Camaros, Jeffrey Epstein? Unhook it from the low truck or tow truck in your case. Yeah. I think you're funny. Natty like cut off jean shorts and working on your Transformero. Hey, that Trans Am front end a little bit more aerodynamic, so I bet it is a faster car. There's a Transmero on the PlayStation game, that Gran Turismo 6. I know there's one on there. That's a pretty cool car. My Mustang boy's daddy, he built a Dodge Demon one time that was a Duster Demon. The front end of it was a Demon and the rear end was a Duster. About like them there crazy, ugly fox body Capris, they call them. Some people put Mustang rear ends on Capri front ends. Just confusing. Make up your mind, people. Boat Right Racing says slow Mero. Oh no, you see this? You know how I know this is fast? Cam arrow. Fast cause of the cam. Straight like an arrow, baby. Woo! Yeah. Why do I always wear the same shirt? Oh my goodness, cause it's a comfortable shirt and it's got Camaro wrote on it. I mean, come on, it's a good shirt. What year? My favorite year? Camaro. I rock any of the I rock years. Any of the I rock years are good years. 350. They're a little heavy. Old Mustang boy said he outrun one time. I had to see it, believe it. But he showed me one day a little time. He run a 945 bragging like something. But it's cause he beat this Camaro that run a 954 something. I think he cheated. Yeah, I would say if I was if somebody would give me a Camaro, I would take an 87 IROC or whatever the first year the IROC is. Might be 91. I don't know. I like to build my own engine, so I don't care what year they are. I like the 350s. They're good engines. Anybody got questions for Camaro Man before Mustang boy comes back in here and run me off? Any Camaro isn't worth the narrow. Man, Joe Gfunk think he's funny. He think he's funny. Goodness gracious. Bernie wants to take my hand out. Jeffrey Epstein weird. I saw on my television that he had died. I knew he'd be dead before he ever come out of that there jailhouse. I tell you that. Man, you got some ugly Hot Wheels car. Look at the ugly Hot Wheels car. What is that thing? Got that front splitter. That's ugly. 09, 05 Mustang. Shoot. I believe a 6-cylinder Camaro can outrun a V8 Mustang. Yeah, it'll hit me in the eye sometimes. If you go too fast with the T-tops open, it's like a light ahead. It's rough. Well, I've been on here 49 minutes. I didn't think I'd be on here that long, but it was fun talking to all y'all. we're probably gonna shut this thing down before Mustang boy get back here. I'll stop it before he get mad with me because I stopped his live feed. Anyway, Boat Ride Racing, Gfunk, Demon Fox, whoever else is watching that ain't commenting, I don't know. Maybe all y'all's commenting. Please hit that like button. Thank you all for stopping in. We're gonna get going. Be safe on the bike. Yeah. I got a Camaro in the shop. It stays in the shop a lot because I'm always modifying and making more power. More power. That's what it's all about. More power. Yeah, that bike's sweet, man. I'm kind of down on my money right now, so I couldn't get the I don't know what them yellow fox body guys in there. He must be in there in the bathroom talking. Cause look, he made a comment. I like fox bodies more than Camaros. Good. No, that ain't good. I'm trying to remember who talking here. Yeah. Anyway. I see Mustang boys come back. Let me get off here. Let me get off here. Here. Sit you on the floor for me. What are you doing? Get off my computer, man. I'm going. I'm leaving. You have a good one. Thank you, everybody. We all know Camaro Man's the reason this channel exists. Ha ha ha. Dude, aggravates me. Anyway. There's the pretty lady again. Epstein's a psycho. 6-cylinder Camaro is faster to the junkyard than the Mustang. Yeah, probably. I would agree with you there. Anyway, my first live feed. I appreciate everybody for stopping in. I did have a grand old time. 200 subs. Maybe the YouTube algorithms will kick in and help me out with some of that. I ain't looked out my window yet, Jeffrey Epstein. If you're outside, I tell you what, I've got a laser sight on one of my pistols. And I'm gonna put it on you. I'm gonna pull the trigger and I'm gonna say, he said he was coming in to kill me. Self-defense. Don't try that, buddy. Not good. I'm in a sanctuary county. I think, yeah, our state, they already making sanctuary gun counties in case these morons try and take gun from the good people. Anyway, guys, I appreciate everybody watching. I'm gonna do that carpet sometime. I know I'm going to the Cars and Coffee next Saturday. I've got a video in the can right now. We just finished. I was filming out there tonight at the little meetup they had, and they won't kick in and wait for that too. Oh yeah, no doubt. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for watching. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who helped me get to 200. Maybe we can grow faster. We'll see. I enjoy doing it. I'm going to keep doing it, whether it grows to what I think it should or not. Having a blast. Maybe I'll get to meet some of you guys. I know I'll be at Mustang Week at Myrtle Beach, or if a hurricane comes, we're going to Charlotte or Pigeon Forge, wherever we got to go to get away from it. And so I'll see some of you there. I doubt it. I don't think I'm going to Hershey, Pennsylvania. I'm going to try and get to one of them Foxtober meetings up there. I know, well, I'll see you, Gfunk, at Foxtober Fest. I remember seeing you, and I spoke at you a little bit, but I think you were talking with Gearhead at that time. And I know Gearhead's probably, wonder if Carolina won or lost while ago. Does anybody know? Yep. Duke won. Go figure. In overtime. Well, we'll see. It looks like it's still there. Tar Heels getting in. Anyway, I ain't going to bore y'all with that basketball stuff. Ford takeover. Man, that's like 13, 14 hours from where I'm at, maybe a little further. I think I've done the math. It's 15 hours. I'm not going to drive Fox Body 15 hours. I've never taken it out of state other than the Myrtle Beach because that's only 3 hours from here, 3.5. If I do take it, if I do get it, I don't think Ford takeover's in the cards this year because we've got something on one of the weekends right before it or after it. So I don't think that's going to happen. If I do ever take it, I'll probably trailer it with the truck, and we'll go that route, and we will see if I can make it to one. I would love to make it to one because, you know, I've met Caleb a couple of times, a really nice guy. I mean, he knows them guy, him, Dover knows his junk. Caleb knows his statistics. Dover knows the mechanic side. And them guys have got a really, I mean, that's a good channel. It is. They are so smart. And Caleb got in it early. He knows what he's doing. I love watching the stuff. Like I say, it reminds me of when I grew up. I'd go with my dad as soon as he come home. He, wash his hands, eat supper, and he'd be off building muscle cars again. And the shops were about the same size shops what they're running. They'd be 4 or 5 Novas, Chevelles, Camaros, Dodge Demons. A little bit of everything. They build a lot of racing motors and stuff for people. So I was always over there, and that's why I like that one. And I'm gonna get the Ford takeover one year. I don't know if it won't be this year. It's not in the cards. We got a Disney trip scheduled, so that's going to be some time and money. And we've got but I know Mustang Week, and I know Foxtoberfest for sure. Chocolate Fox probably not in the works. That's coming up too soon. I got stuff coming up around here. I got Cars and Coffee next weekend. I'm gonna do that because people love the Fox body. I mean, I had a lot of people come up tonight. The Fox body is just so rare. There's only 4 or 5 that show up at the car shows ever. If you ever get that many together, you've done a lot. I mean, it's crazy. All of them are hit out now, but unless you go to Foxtoberfest, then they're everywhere. But yeah, I'll see a lot of you guys there. And I mean, you'll see me on the channel. I'll go to your live chats and we'll hang out there. Appreciate everybody. Go to church tomorrow if you can. I'm going to. That's about it. I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Thanks to all my subscribers, anybody new who watched till the end. Thank you, Camaro Man, for stopping by. God bless you all. Peace.